JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm just getting myself set up. Just give me a moment. Forgot to find myself on YouTube so I can see the chat. So if you've arrived, come in and say hello, and I'll be there in a minute. Give a few minutes anyway for people to come on. Oh, Randy, hiya. Okay, I'm just... Right, so I'm going to say at the outset this... Hi, Beverly, in you come. Just decided that I could just have a play. What I was supposed to be doing was tidying up the craft room. And while I was doing that, I was watching Jennifer Maguire. I don't know if any of you others follow Jennifer Maguire. She doesn't use Stampin' Up products, but she shows you lots of brilliant techniques. And she was doing something with alcohol ink on acetate. Hi Renee, in you come, in you come. So, and Joanna, hiya. Hi. Yeah. So I'll just recap for those that have just come in. Hi Heidi. I'm so glad you must be awake early, lady. Do you ever sleep? Right, so I was watching Jennifer Maguire and she was doing alcohol ink on acetate. Now, don't have the same things as she had, but it just inspired. Oh, it's bed. You've not been to bed yet. Okay, I'll let you off. You can stay up late with me then. Who's having coffee? That's fab. There's alcohol here if you're interested. Oh, I forgot to bring myself a drink of... Oh no, I've got water to drink, but I'm playing with alcohol. So we've all been, in the Stampin' Up world, we've all been doing the alcohol on vellum, and that's been great fun. But I don't know about all you guys, but the new way that Stampin' Up are doing their photopolymer stamp storage, and that you've got the picture inside the stamp case and you've been left over with a bit of acetate. So I thought, let's play with it. I've been keeping them because I don't want to throw them out. They're good sturdy acetate. Now I know we've got window sheet and all that, but I just thought it would be fun to play with this. So what I'm going to do with it first is, because it's been kicking about in my craft room, I'm going to just give them a quick spray with some alcohol to clean them, actually, just to clean all the gunk. Where's my cloth? Had it a minute ago. Just with a soft microfiber cloth. Because they've been kicking about in my drawer, I could have glue and all sorts on them. So just to start off with a clean piece. Oh, thanks Randy, you're fantastic. All you guys who share out my video, oh thanks, all you guys that share out my videos, you're so helpful, and your thumbs up and your positive comments. I am intending to sit down later on today with a cup of coffee and answer a lot of your comments on YouTube, because I don't always get time to, but I do have a quick read and I do really appreciate them. Right, so here's 3 clean bits of acetate, and as I say, these are free. They come in the stamp case once I've taken the stamps off and stuck them to the new pictures. Now I have had a go, because you know me, I saw her do it and I thought, I think we can do that. I think we can do that. So I've got some, the alcohol I use, I got it from that famous online store beginning with A and ending in N. This isopropanol. So it's a 90%, isn't it? I'm sure it's 90% alcohol. 99.9 pure it says. So it's a strong alcohol. It's great for cleaning. It cleans your scissors and everything. But I popped some into our fine sprayer. I appreciate that. Right, I'm going to take one first. Now, I'm going to just have some different colourways. So I'm going to do a warm colourway here with a got Melon Mambo, Daffodil Yellow, Daffodil Delight even, and Dark Pumpkin Pie. And I've got a protective, I've laminated a sheet of our fancy grid paper for messy play. Bab's got several of these done so that when I'm doing class. Hi Bobby, how lovely of you to come. And Suzanne, come away in. I hope I've said hello to everybody so far. We're just playing, it's alcohol playtime here. So this is a Melon Mambo, and I'm doing the blobby technique today because it's Saturday and no precision required. My Daffodil Yellow, it needs replaced. So it's fine to just this is just blobby on. Let's put something up here. Right, let's just close these up because you know what will happen. I don't know if we'll end up with any. This is just chat and play, but we may make a card at the end. I feel that I've not got enough here, so let's just. And then my spray. Could use the bottle I've bought has got a spray, but I think it might be a bit heavy-handed. So, and then I'm just going. The other thing I had. Play with because I can't find my blower, but I've got a straw, so I might just play a bit. This is just you need to spray the alcohol at the acetate, not yourself though. Not my best. So I've got hundreds of alcohol on there. That's a special Scottish word, by the way. I'm just moving it around. Letting it's maybe not got enough alcohol here, it's drying very quickly. It needs more alcohol, please. Oh, you're doing cleaning, Randy. I was supposed to be doing cleaning, then I saw Jennifer and thought, oh, I'm going to play now. So I'm just blowing with the straw, but you can move, if you can lift it with these daft nails, can't lift anything. It works differently to actual alcohol ink from a bottle. They've got like the alcohol ink and the blender solution. We don't have that, but I'm just using what I've got to create a look. I don't really want it to. The one I did before, but it worked faster. Don't know if it's my lights. I just let that dry. Take care, Randy. So then I'm just going to try 3 different colourways. I think certainly the colours mixed better on my last one, but when that's dry I can go back in and do it again. So let's try a sort of bluey greeny. I'll bring the yellow in again. This is just me playing. This is not an official technique, or this is just me. So I quite like a lot of yellow in. So that was Daffodil Delight. I've got dark granny apple green. Hello Alison, it's playtime. We'll see what happens. So we can go back in with the same colours and liven it all up again. You don't know what will work until you try, so just try. Let's move this away. That one, it's almost dry. The good thing about alcohol, playing with alcohol, it does clear up pretty quick. Just get it to move a little bit as well. This sort of play is not for everyone, but I like it. So how is everyone? I mean, you see it on the white, it's actually quite effective, isn't it? Let this one do, I think I'm just going to let that all just run to that end and then leave that to dry, because that one's worked much better. When you see it on the white. So we'll pop that one over there to dry, and I've got this other big one here. Let's try the purples on this one. Do you do purple with a pink or purple with a blue? Never know what's best. I have got a couple ideas, and again, this is very inspired by Jennifer Maguire. If you're not, I think most of you will be already subscribed to her, because she's just the guru on techniques in the card making world, and she just presents so well. So that was Dark Blackberry Bliss. This is Dark Highland Heather. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Obviously, if your alcohol markers are not as old as mine, maybe you want to be a bit more careful. I'm not sure about I was going to put Bermuda Bay in here, but I'm not sure. What do you think? Will it go muddy if I put that in there, or will I put my melon? Do you know what, the melon mambo in? Let's put the melon mambo and just keep this one as completely warm. Has anyone else played with our blends and acetate before? You can stamp on acetate and... Hi Johanna. So we've got two Joannas in, Johanna and Joanna. Right, and then let's spray this one and see what happens. I'm giving it quite a lot of alcohol. I think I just sprayed myself there. No one will believe me that I haven't been drinking today, I don't think. So I'm letting that run into itself, and then another, and then maybe just that way. Oh, I like the effect. What do you think? I won't mix that anymore, we'll just leave that one to get the shades, it'll dry off. I'm just killing myself here. Right, let's do some more bluey, yellowy, greeny. It's just fun. Right, so I've just used up the bits of acetate I've got here. I've got some Night of Navy here. This one will do some blowing. I need to pop that a wee bit further away so it can dry. They do dry fairly quickly, but I think I need to just get something to lay that on just now. I'll just pop these on my normal pad. So what will happen once that's dry, I'll turn it over so that the shiny side is top on my card. We'll cut it out and we'll try a couple of them anyway. Oh, did you do this on, excuse me, where's my cloth gone? Did you do it on acetate or on vellum? We've all been doing it on vellum for a wee while, but I'm just giving this a wee. The thing is, it cleans off pretty well with more alcohol. So it is easy to clean it up. Right, come on Janice, get this one going. Right, so we'll bring the Bermuda Bay in this one. You did it on acetate too, very good. I have, and apart from Jennifer, I haven't actually seen anyone else do this in a long time. I've stamped on acetate and coloured it in with my blends, but not deliberately done it like this. And then so that was Bermuda Bay, and I'm going to bring in my Granny Apple. Just right in the spaces. Where's, I'll blow this. I wish I could find. Hang on a second. Hang on a wee second. There's somebody at my door. Just talk amongst yourselves. Oh, thanks for waiting. I hope you're all okay. Sorry about this. I might have to put more alcohol on that. Yep. The neighbour was looking for a parcel. I don't have it. I'm going to have to go. I have to go. I'm just going to let that run. And just let it go into itself. Isn't that cool? The other thing you can do with it while you're waiting for it to dry is to take your white cord. I should have cut this, but I didn't have it. It's just a scrap. You can help it to dry, but watch you don't smudge it because you don't want to lose your pattern. Oh, I didn't help it to dry. I took it all, but look. So it's another way of printing and getting a background. So we'll just do that all over again. I did it a wee while ago and it didn't take it all. It just shows you it's different every time. Alright, so we'll just go with that. Just making sure I'm on the same. So it's just fun, isn't it, Beverly? It's like you don't know what you're going to get. But that make a fantastic background, wouldn't it? So you could keep doing that and then taking prints off onto paper, or you can use the vellum, the acetate in the way I think I'm going to use it. I keep opening the wrong end of the pen. I'm just a bit thrown off. I shouldn't have answered the door, but squeaky squeak squeak. Do you think I've got a mouse? And then here's a different mouse talking back to it. I was meaning to put Granny Apple Green in there, not yellow, but hey, it doesn't matter, does it? Right, have we still got, oh, we've not got much alcohol left, I'll have to refill it. So we'll just fill the bottle up, we'll just do it here because we've got our messy mat here anyway. As I say, I think the spray on the bottle would be too heavy-handed. By the time I've done this one, I'm thinking that the others will be about dry and I might be able... I've got one from earlier dry and I've cut out some bits so I could show you a few ideas for cards with this. Just being careful I don't spill it. I'm going to be... do you know what? When I answered the door, I'm sure my neighbour must have thought I was stink of alcohol. I'll just say I've been cleaning, honest. Hi Cindy, in you come. It's playtime today. Right, loads of alcohol. And then let it run. I think this time we'll just let it run. I love that when it runs into it, it just gives a... I love the look you get. Hi Delinda. Completely inspired by Jennifer Maguire, but I didn't have the materials that she was using. I thought we can do this with what we've got in our Stampin' Up range. So there's that one. And I think I'll just leave it at that and then we'll have a bit of a play and see what we can make with what we've got. Whoops. Oh, there's alcohol everywhere here. So Jennifer was showing different ways that she used it after it had dried. However, I was so much in a hurry that I wanted to play too that I didn't really watch her properly. So I'm going to pop this to the side to dry, along with, we'll have a look at the other ones. Now I have got some bits and pieces here. Oops. See if I can at least make a card. Yeah. Ugh, that's got glue on it. Let's just get rid of that. Prefer to make a fresh mess every time. So one of the things that I did notice Jennifer doing was making a frame. Whoops. So I've gone with, I don't know what's got on there, it'll be the back. So these are bits from my first experimental piece that I've got here. And I've cut a flower out here as well, and I've cut that rectangle out. So I have got an idea. So I've got a black card base for this one. No, I hadn't seen it done, although Heidi's telling me that she's been doing it on acetate, but I hadn't seen it done before on acetate. I've seen it done on vellum. So do have a plate. It's easy to clean up, a wee squirt of alcohol in a cloth and you're all cleaned up. And so what I've done is, from the ornate frames and the stitch rectangles, I've made a frame here for my card. And this rectangle here, so I'm going to attach this. So I'm thinking that the best way, I think glue dots probably would be out, except I don't know where my glue dots are. Oh, for goodness sake. They're usually just sitting here inside my drawer. I was doing some things last night, so there's a chance they've escaped. Come on, where are you? I've got other glue dots. Just have to use them. How annoying is that? Something is always there, and then I'm coming to the end of it certainly, so it's probably, well, here they are. Look, they were right beside me. I'm coming to the end. I've got one roll stuck in Stamford La Hope and another one in another parcel coming on its way as well. But I think just a wee glue dot will be the way to go. Yeah, have a play, Cindy. Just stick a glue dot at each corner and hope that I cut my acetate big enough. Now what you want to do is you want to have the totally shiny, the ink is on this side, so you have to watch to see what you're doing. So I want the shiny bit looking to the outside of my card, and I just want that gap covered over. So it's not that vivid until you put it on white, and it's amazing how it comes up on the white. So I just actually think as a piece of abstract art that's enough in itself. But will we pop that up on dimensionals? Oh, cheers, Cindy. I just like to come on and share my mess while I'm learning something new and having a go. Now I do have my some black dimensionals. I only got little wee ones. However, I've got the edgy bits, so be quite useful here. I think anyway. Don't waste. Is that going to show through? Oh, it does show through. That's no use. Will I get it off again? Yeah, because it's mostly on acetate. Right, well, okay then. Cut a thinner strip. What I'll do is I'll cut a strip up the edge here and use this up. Pop also because that will help to make sure the acetate stays put as well, because it's sticking it to the frame. And then so a bit for the bottom. Yeah, it's great to play, Heidi. You're having fun. Don't get drunk on the fumes though. I mean, if you were at all allergic to alcohol, this is not your game. Right, get the back off, come on. I don't know what that, no matter, it all adds to it. And then I've got some die cuts lying around. I'm thinking just, you know, that could be a landscape card here. I would just have a wee sentiment or something up there. I don't want to have too much on here because I don't want to spoil it, so I'm just going to put a wee glue dot. Look at the state of me. Or actually, do you know what, a bit of a dimensional actually just on his body there. Now these are from Brilliant Butterflies, or is it? I've got to, I did cut some bits and pieces just. Hi Janine, in you come. Yeah, that'll stay like that. And then maybe a sentiment, maybe not. Do you know what, I quite like it as is. Leave that just now to have a wee think about. We're playing with acetate and alcohol, Janine. I don't know how it'll end up. Just say that was the one that I started off with, so I'll pop that to the side now. I had other bits here. These are the die. I've cut these bits from the dies for what the shaded summer shadows die set that you get free with Celebration. For a £90 spend in the UK, you can have this die set completely free. So yeah, it's quite a good one. So I thought this would work because it's got the outline flower. So I'm just popping back in here what I've used. And this, there's a shape for the leaf, and there's the die, for a solid for the dies, the leaves as well. So you've got loads, and you've got ones here that will cut out the actual stamps in the shaded summer stamp set, as well as some extra dies that give you extra flowers. So it's a super set. Super duper. So again, glue dots. So I've cut the solid flower. Now acetate, it does die cut, but you have to go over it a few times because it takes a bit of cutting through. But that, the good thing here is these little bits have not come out, and I want them to stay in anyway, so I didn't force that. So I'm going to take the cover off these glue dots because it drives me crazy. I think though, I think this might be my last roll of them done this way. I think there's a, right, where's my take your pick tool gone? I had it. The alcohol's gone to my head, I think. I can't find my take your pick tool. I had it here a moment ago. I see it now. Excuse me, I'm just having a drink of water, I might add. Right, a wee glue dot. Now what I'm going to do first is put glue dot on this. Now you can roll your glue dot a bit so that it's not visible. I'm just putting a couple on this. I think I'll roll it first and then pop it on. You can roll it on the thing as well. It just is, if you take it, one side of it, start to lift it and then pick it up and put it where you want it. That way it's not visible. So Janine, you might have to go back to the beginning later and see the replay to see what we've done to make the acetate sheets. So I just want to stick this in the middle because I want the flower to have some kind of shape to it-ish. Now that's pretty, like that sort of like stained glass, isn't it? But if you pop it onto a white one, then you can see the shine, and so that's rather pretty. So again, just pop some glue dots. I don't think they're going to be that visible. And then just find the right petal. And there you've got a pretty flower. Isn't it? What a difference it makes. So that was from this sheet that I made before I came on. So let's bring in the bits. What I want to go with this flower is some leaves, so I think we'll use one of my bluey greeny sheets. So I'll bring this in to let those who've just joined us see what we made with our blends and our alcohol. See, this one, I'm not too happy with the first one, but these ones are fab. It's not quite properly dry, but this one I'm not too happy with that, so what I'm thinking is I'm going to add more colour and more alcohol. So if I just pop these to the side, and see, that one's not properly dry yet either, and because it's on acetate and I have no idea, I wouldn't expect this acetate to be heat resistant as the free stuff in the stamp set. So again, I need to work out which side is the right side. That side's where the ink is. I'm going to add more if I knew where my blends were. Where did I put my blends when I moved everything? Oh yeah, I put them over there out the way. Probably just need more alcohol, but we'll just add this, and it'll let the people who've just joined us recently see what the technique is. So it's just basically putting some colour down with your blends. Oh, that's orange. Oh, that is orange, Janice. Don't know my colours today, do I? And my Daffodil Delight. Right. Pens out the way, and I'll just put more alcohol on here. I'm putting quite a lot of alcohol, and then I'm going to move it. I'm going to move it that way. Just let it run. It just gives you a different look every time you move it. Depends whether you tip it. Hi Shirley, I'm playing. You're right. That looks much better than it did a minute ago, doesn't it? Say it does. Say it does. Agree with me. There's some surplus ink at the edges. I'm just going to put my cloth down and collect that on my cloth. And then leave this to dry on some old paper over there. Okay, so I think I just want to make another wee card while we're on with this flower. Now I've cut out 2 white bits of leaf. Oh, one other thing I did want to do was a butterfly. Actually, I've got a couple of butterflies here as well. So we'll see what happens. These, we'll try cutting out 2 leaves. I'm just getting a little, I was just going to get a little die cutting machine. It's disappeared. Here it is. Okay, so where's the one of my green? I don't know that, where's the other one gone? I had another one that was greeny. Here it is. They're sort of, you really do need to leave them to dry for a wee while, but that's not too bad. So I'll just chop a bit off this, and then we'll get a couple of leaves. It doesn't damage it, does it not? Okay. I mean, you can buy heat resistant acetate, but I didn't, because this is the free stuff. I really wasn't taking that chance. So what I'm doing here is cutting out the shape. Now you could just fussy cut it. Oh, Janice. You have to put it between the plates, dear. Right. Need it cutting. I like the black. I think cutting it with the black gives a sort of stained glass look, Delinda. And of course, remembering that the side the ink is will be the underneath. So when you're cutting, you need to think about that. Oh, hello, Carmina. Oh, Randy sent you. Thank you for coming in. It's lovely to have you. Randy's a great supporter. She always remembers to let people know that I'm on. I just wanted to get some leaves in a sort of bluey greeny hue, and we'll just get a wee card going. So it does cut through okay. I wouldn't want to do anything too finicky with the acetate, but it does. So even on its own, on against a piece of white. Isn't that pretty? So yeah, so that's 2 leaves and a flower. Shall we just, I don't know whether to, we can try the fussy cutting way with the butterfly, see how that goes. The butterflies from the Butterfly Brilliance suite. If you like butterflies, this is the best die set to buy. Brilliant Wings dies. It's in the annual catalogue. They're just absolutely fabulous. It's an amazing set. Right, so I'm going to get rid of this protective sheet and see if we can make up the leaves, and then we'll have a go at butterfly. Right. So again, the same thing. This leaf is just needing the bits knocked out. They come out no bother. These new cut and emboss machines with Stampin' Up are absolutely fabulous. I know that they're a major investment, but they are well worth their money. That wee baby one is great, the mini one. If you don't have the budget for a big one, invest in a little one. Right, so again, I'm going to need a wee glue dot or 2 here. Of course, I think, oh no, that's right, I've done it right. Glue dots, anyone? Oh, cheers, Shirley. I got a wee girl came to the house. She was advertising on Facebook. She used to work with me. I say a wee girl, she's a grown woman. I shouldn't say that, should I? She's younger than I am, but she's not a wee girl by any means. Anyway, she comes to the house, so it's great. So last Saturday, and then she's coming back next weekend. But I've got 2 chipped. My nails are a nightmare. I've got 2 that are chipped already. But that's my nails. That's just the way they are. That's not a reflection on anyone's work. To be honest, these have lasted longer than I would normally get. So again, just attaching it with glue dots. That one seems to, we could put a glue dot at the end here and just hold that in place. So you see, get my drift? Yeah, it just I don't drive, Janine, so it just makes all the difference. So you go to a wedding, so you're off to get yours done. Oh, that's lovely. You enjoy that. So I'll just pop a glue dot on the white, and again at the tip here. And then just pop this over the top. We don't necessarily have to have the white underneath, but I just thought it just helped you to see the colour properly. Just pop in one there. Okay. So see, they're so sticky. Get down. Need to chop this tail off. And then one just on the stem there. Yeah, parking in town's always hard, isn't it? So I'm thinking we could do a nice wee card here with this, and then let me get shot of this because this is annoying me. Right. Okay, so I need another card. I'm thinking that the black card base picks up quite well, so let's just see if I've got a bit of card. I think I've no more card blanks in black, but I've got plenty black card. So we could have, so I think it needs to have a lighter, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Just trying to think, I'm thinking I want something maybe not completely white underneath. I wonder about pale papaya. And this is me, this is how I roll, I just think as I go. Oh, I know your weather's been atrocious, Janine, hasn't it? Wonder if I cut that and embossed it, would that? What do you think, this or a pale pink? Right, a pink, right. What, a light pink or a darker pink? I'm just digging in my card drawer. The darker, right, so the Melon Mambo that I used, not, okay. Right, so I used Melon Mambo ink, so if I go with that, oh yeah, you're right, girls, you're right. As usual, you're all right. The papaya's all right, but when you see that look, that's different, isn't it? That just makes it pop. Right, so I just knocked my camera off as well. So let's take this to 14. We'll leave a bit of a border of black and we'll take it to 9.7. Sleep well, Heidi. Keep well. Keep safe. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Do that with a decent border there. And right, texture, what have we got? Okay, so what do you think, what are we going to use? I don't know what I've got in here. Got too much in here. Painted texture. Something subtle. I've got tasteful textures. And I've got dainty diamonds. Don't really have dots as such. I have got the dots. Right, okay girls, you have to vote dots, dainty diamonds or painted texture. I've got one vote for texture. It's okay, I can do the dots, I can do it twice. Right. Okay, so, alright. We'll need to get the bigger machine obviously because I think that's too wide. Is that too wide for my little one? Yeah, that's too wide. So I'll get my big boy. Oh, I think that's just a normal. What plates do we need then for this one? I'm just going to put it in like that. I don't remember what sandwich is what. I could read, of course. Well, that's no use. Where's the other plate gone? Yeah, it's not one of the 3D ones, you see, so it doesn't agree. It took me a minute to think about that. Now, if you're clever, you can match the dots. And just pop it through. I don't know, it might actually be easier to pop that through that way. Just put that there. Hopefully I've done it without a line. And I have, look. So yeah, your narrow folders, you can use them for wider cards. So there you go. Dory Dory. Lost my card base. Here you are. No idea how long we've been going here. I like that now. See, you guys all helped me there to make good choices. This is bright, but bright is good. Get on. And just, does that need a dimensional? Yeah, I think it does. I've got some normal size dimensionals here. one. Yeah, the dottage just gives it that bit of interest, doesn't it? Can't go wrong with some dots. I'm just putting a dimensional on the top, and I'm putting a bit of glue further down, and I'm just going to then tuck that in. There's one tucked in. We'll do the same with this. And I'll just do a black, I can do a black sentiment. I think I'll do some sentiments later, but I'll do a black sentiment up here with white, probably white emboss, I think. How cool is that? I'm happy. So, a butterfly. Now, whoops, got a hair, an extra hair. I need to poke out some of the bits that's not completely... it's not, they've not cut through properly on this one. I could get my foam thing out and brush them out, but it's just these long thin ones at the top seem to stick. I'm not sure why. I've broken that, but never mind. We'll sort it. I'm just going to put a bit of glue there and stick this back together. And I'll just take my snips in and just take off the excess bits there that we don't need. Maybe it'd be better to wait till it dries, Janice. That was me being heavy-handed and rushing. There you go, that's that bit. I've gone quiet. I hope you're talking amongst yourselves. It's like I've gone all quiet here. Right, so we need to find what we're going to, our butterfly. Where have the other acetates gone? Ha, lost my work. So we've got that one. Yeah, they're all dry, they're fine. So, that one's good, isn't it? Oh, like that. There. Yeah, I'm liking the blue too, so we'll have a go at doing something blue because we've not... now, I could... What I can do is, I do have this shape here in the die cuts. So it might actually be better. I need to fit that on there though. Might work to cut it out of here. I know it's going to kind of spoil the rest of it, but unless I do cut, I'm not cutting my dies, folks, but I'm going to cut the acetate. I'll just leave you with what I've done just now and see if I can get my machine out again And we'll cut this, and I'll cut a piece of white with this as well. So okay, don't lose the dies, Janice. I'll need to be the big machine again. You're back, Heidi. Can you not get to sleep, lady? I'm missing a layer here. Plate 2, 1, 2, 3. We'll get this. Put the shiny side up. Sorry, but I'm just trying to make sure that I'm cutting the whole butterfly. That's not, I need to move the acetate, not the dye. I think that's close enough now. Because there is the black frame going on, so it should hide any little imperfections in my cutting. You hear it crack, 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 crack. We'll bring it back. Oh, you're on your phone in bed, but you're all cuddled up. That's good. Right, so that's... Right, we have that butterfly shape there. And let's get a white shape as well, so we can make our butterfly the same way as we made the other things. Now, I've got a bag of white scrap here. Why is it always little bits when you need a big bit? Sorry. The scrap bag needs sorted. For white, I think I need a bag for just small. Right, here we go this time. Right, get the machine out the way. Look at the state of my desk. Everything's moving everywhere. Right, let's put the die up safely. There's another white. And here's the shape we need. We've got other shapes there, so we might use later. Whoops, and I'm jumping up and down on my chair. One day I'm going to do that, jump on my chair and I'm going to hit the ground. That's just one wee bit there. However, actually, I don't know that I need the antennae. I'm going to cut them off. Did you hear him scream? Right. Right, you're not locked down in Queensland now, that's good. My cousin is in Queensland somewhere. Emu Park or somewhere. I don't know. These glue dots better arrive soon because I'm getting close now. Getting close. They do last a while. I'll put these ones. Isn't it? Okay, so what's this going on? Continue with the black. Well, that's too much, isn't it, if it's on the same sort of colour scheme. So again, something similar to the flower, I think. Just, I'll give this a bit more. Just coax it to be a bit more 3D. And then you've got all the layers. What am I doing for a background here, ladies? You helped me really well with Balmy Blue. Right, yeah, I think. Oh, I don't have Balmy Blue. Balmy Blue's retired. What about Coastal Cabana? Right. Okay, so are we embossing again? Now this time, something went through my mind. I've got the type worn one. Should we do painted texture this time, shall we? You need, did I put it away though? Here it is, yeah. Right, painted texture. And then I think we'll have to stop there for a wee while. Right, so I'm just going to go. Right, so this time I need my base block and my grey plate, because this is a 3D one. Pop my card in, at least we don't have to faff about doing it twice. Now I'm only bringing this back simply because it's more convenient than me reaching round the back. Because I'm lazy, obviously. Now, you could leave it at that, or you could swipe that, or you could golden flakes on there. What do you think? Balmy Blue's been away for a while. Has it? Oh no, it's not away. I'm blethering. I do have Balmy Blue. I'm a blether. Absolute blether, I'm sorry. We're using Coastal Cabana now. For some reason I was thinking Marina Mist. Heidi, yeah, it's obviously time for me to stop for a break. I am so sorry. Right, so anyway, I think this works fine on the Coastal Cabana, as it would work fine on Balmy Blue. Oh my goodness. Will we add some gold flakes just because it's Saturday and we can? Alright, so I will need my Versamark, my Emboss Buddy, and my heat and stick powder. Where are you? Clear Stampin' Emboss, white Stampin' Emboss, heat and stick powder. They're all in the same box. I think this has been a bit of a long one, but hey, let's just... This definitely is the end. Right, so Emboss Buddy so we don't get too much. Maybe we don't want it, although this is just a bit of... And then I'm just going to take my Versamark pad and swipe it. So who knows what we'll get. And then I need a scrap. Just the heat and stick powder over. It's got quite a lot, but do you know what I think? It's a luxury card. I think I might get my wee brush and just knock off some of it though. Right, we'll go with that. Whoa, I need to stop soon. I have a frozen shoulder and it's really sore just now. I think all that cut and emboss machine, although it's not my right arm, so which is the one I was cranking with. Right, heat tool. Now the secret with this powder is just enough to melt it. So let's heat this up. And it just so happens that my golden flakes are here. Well, I hope there's enough in the box because I don't know where my tub is. Just don't breathe. Got these old tweezers, they're quite useful for... Oh, there's loads in here. And we'll just use this, I just use this sponge to squish it and spread them out. I think I might have heated the heat and stick powder either not enough or a bit too much, but it's got enough on it to just give it a look. Actually, I think that's fine. Yeah, yellow would probably have worked too, but we've got this one now. So again, I just challenge you all to have a go, and I'm expecting lots of pictures to start appearing on JazzleDazzleCrafts and friends showing us what you've been doing with this idea. I hope it sparked some ideas in you all. And I need some glue. I don't know if that's the one I was using or not. Well, I've not been using glue, have I? Oh, hi Deborah, how are you feeling, my love? I hope you're picking up. Well, that glue's not going to give me anything. Again, my glues are on their way. I had one that was working a wee while ago. Maybe it's this one. I'm trying to squeeze the last bits out of these. Oh, here we go. Too much now. That's what happens. Want to make sure that's stuck properly. Oh, but I hope you pick up soon, sweetheart. A horrible week for you. It's kind of been a horrible year, hasn't it? Seem to have had one worry after the other. I'm just going to pop some dimensionals in here, but I'm going to stick the middle bit down. I'm just going to bend that a wee bit to kind of, I'm going to put, I quite like to have a nice flat bit here. And even though I've not stuck down those dimensionals, they'll stop it from going completely flat. Now what I will do is I will do sentiments later, and I will do them with white emboss on black. I'm just tidying so that you can see what we've done. So we have still got loads of acetate to play with. In fact, I'll take the cards away first and show the acetate that we've made with our blends. And look at that one with the purple in it, that one's cool. So this was with our blends and sprayed alcohol, 90% alcohol. There's bits left over of the ones that we've cut into. Yeah, Carmina, the other one went last year, and that was my right one, and it's getting a bit better now. My left one's gone. It's hard going. Oh, that's very sad, Heidi. That's very sad. Right, anyway, let's try not get too sad. Let's try and leave on a cheerful, happy note. And those of you who pray can pray for everyone. Let's just send positivity out to everybody. We are thinking about you all. Yeah, so just let's take solace in our creativity. So if I pop these to the side, I will make more things with them. Look, it's still leaving a mess on my paper, but it will be dry. So we'll leave the rest till tomorrow. So we started off cutting up, and we made this one with the wee frame, with the frame, and then we did the flower, and then our butterfly. So there we go. Thanks very much everyone for coming and keep me company while I'm creating a mess. So now I need to go back to the tidying up bit, but I need a cuppa and a sit down, I think, for a wee while. So go and have a cuppa, some lunch, a late lunch, I think. Yeah, 4 o'clock, maybe it's an early tea, I don't know. But anyway, I need to go and just have a wee rest, I think, give my arm a rest. So we'll see you all soon. Thanks everyone for coming in. Once I've made sentiments for them, I'll pop them up on JazzleDazzleCraft and Friends Craft Share or whatever it is. If you're not a member, can somebody remind me what it's called? JazzleDazzle and Friends Craft Share group. If you're not a member of that on Facebook, do come and ask to join and share your makes. I'd love to see what you all do with this technique too. You all have acetate somewhere. If you've got packaging, anything, just play. Okay, thank you. Bye everyone. If I can find the way out. I don't know where the finish button is.